Welcome to Cryptography Source, the new generation of breaking news and updates on the cryptoverse. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to show your support for the new age of fintech. My name is Froya and here is today's blockchain update. As reported by Helium.com. What is Helium coin? What is Helium network? The new wireless economy. The People's Network creates an entirely new wireless economy that flips the traditional telecom model of building wireless infrastructure on its head. Using a burn and mint equilibrium token model, the People's Network utilizes two units of exchange, HNT and data credits. HNT is a cryptocurrency earned when hotspots provide and validate wireless coverage and transfer device data over the network. HNT is mined and distributed to hotspot owners, Helium Incorporated, and investors. There is no pre-mine of HNT, and a max supply of 223 million HNT. HNT distribution. Year 1 breakdown. 30%. Network data transfer. Rewarded for hearing devices and relaying their packets to the Internet. 35%. Hotspot infrastructure. Rewarded for participating in, witnessing and creating proof of coverage challenges. 35%. Helium, Incorporated. And investors. Assigned to founders, investors and organizations who will manage blockchain governance. HNT distribution over time. The distribution of HNT changes over time to align incentives with the needs of the network. In the early days, a higher proportion of HNT is allocated to hotspot owners for building and securing coverage. As the network grows, hotspots earn more for transferring device data on the network while Helium Incorporated and investors earn less. After 20 years, distributions no longer adjust and remain fixed. Token allocation. Network data transfer rewards. Data transfer rewards are issued at a 1:1 ratio to HNT expenditure, and are capped at 30%, in year 1, of all minted HNT. The remainder is granted to the Proof of Coverage rewards pool as a bonus for providing early coverage. Max supply. 223 mHNT. HNT supply comes from mining with a compatible hotspot that both mines HNT and creates network coverage for IoT devices. All HNT was mined from Genesis, starting at a rate of 5 mHNT month and then halving every 2 years. On August 1, 2021, the net HNT issuance will be reduced to 2.5 mHNT per month. Net emissions. What happens when minting isn't able to reward hotspots? Net emissions effectively recycle a pool of burned HNT available for use in rewarding hotspots, when there are no longer enough provided through minting. Net emissions are capped at 1% of current issuance, 3,424 HNT minted per epoch, at 34.24 HNT. The system monitors DC usage on the network and adds that amount, up to the cap, onto the issuance supply. The net emissions allow rewards to exist in later years, while also not extinguishing deflationary pressure after the cap has been reached. After the cap is exceeded, the overall value of the network should increase, satisfying a burn and mint equilibrium, explained below. Net emission caps. How is the net emission cap decided and when will it come into play? The net emission cap is set at 34.24 HNT, 1% of current issuance rate. This number was proposed in HIP-20 as the minimum emissions required to keep the protocol functioning in a mature steady state. If net emissions are set too high, the protocol requires more HNT to be burnt for burn and mint equilibrium to kick in and support the price through deflation. If net emissions are set too low, the protocol is at risk of running out of HNT to reward network participants as described above. It is impossible to forecast the precise market conditions 10 years in the future. That is why the cap on net emissions is a chain variable that can be adjusted as the Helium community gets more data about future market conditions. The above chart shows that as HNT minting decreases, the net emissions contribution to hotspot rewards increases. Data credits. Data credits are the only payment accepted to send data over the people's network. Data credits allow users to transfer bytes of data via Helium long FI in use for blockchain transaction fees. The price of data credits is fixed in USD. 1 data credit equals $0.00001. Like prepaid cell phone minutes or airline miles, data credits are non-transferable and can only be used by their original owner. To acquire data credits, network users convert HNT or obtain them from an HNT owner. Any HNT converted to data credits is permanently removed, burned, from the circulating supply. That is the end of the article. Link will be in the description box. Share your comments on this story. What do you think? Can Helium put mining power back into the hands of the average person? Thank you for tuning in.